do another video.
Hmm?
Let's do another
Let's
video.
not do another video. Miles, I already started it. I'm excited to talk about service today, Miles. It was great. How was your church today? You seem like you had fun. You wanted to go right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you just munching on apples. So did you have good church, Miles?
Yeah.
The sermon today. I don't know, Miles doesn't seem very communicatable for that. He's eating an apple and going crazy. Just that's me crazy. The word today, y'all, dealt with the concept of the state of awe and then the state of discontent and how things over time tend to go from this awe mode, this excitement, this hype, this happiness, and then you can go to like a full discontent, like complaining and different things along that. That's the spectrum. And yeah, word was great. Word was great. Go check it out. One dot church. Shout out to Pastor Greg, man. Shout out to Pastor Greg. I think if you've been living life long enough, you know that things can go from being very exciting to you be about ready to just literally quit or craziness. And I think today I learned that that's maybe just how things generally are. And without Jesus, like it may be very, very difficult to stay away from a state of discontent. But like, no, I liked it. I also thought it very interesting that, and it's just it's just personal. I don't certain things I don't like, so I don't do. But there's some things that God just is on the path. You know, you got to do it. So I didn't recall being like super. I'm always trying to be super grateful, super humble. Like, look, I'm alive. I'm not hungry. I'm not cold. You know, always try to stay grateful. But it's interesting how you can get to a certain level and then you have to, I wouldn't say fight to stay humble, but it something about life that you could just start getting discontent. So I'm gonna take today's word as an ultimate warning, um, in terms of just dealing with God. Like if I'm in a state now where if I feel and know I have an issue, I just try to correct it and get right with God immediately, no matter how uncomfortable it is, no matter how I'm feeling about it. It could be dreadful. I could not want to do it. It could be scary, but like in the ways Pastor Greg was hitting at it, like he was hitting at if we can't get some of these certain fundamentals down individually and collectively, like we really don't stand a chance. And that I think that's just kind of where I am with the self accountabilities and been praying, been trying to stay connected to God since I gave my life to Christ at 10. So I just feel like now at 35, like I gotta have processes and strategies to stay well with God. Like we know you don't have mistakes. You know, Pastor Bear was getting at how, when you first get down with God, everything is very awesome. But then once you get into the relationship and you endure the relationship with Christ, there's things that can push you toward discontentment. So whether it be unanswered prayers or different things, I'm gonna stop on the unanswered prayer things. But I put up prayers in my youth. I'm talking 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. And this is part of the endurance of loving the Lord. Some of these prayers are being answered now at 35. So, like, the endurance of Christ and perceiving that prayers aren't answered and he don't hear you. Like, he really do hear everything. Like, but God works for the whole. Like, he's going to help us individually very intimately. but like God's focus is the whole. So, but like yeah, like to endure some of these things, I've had super tough.
What?
I've had super tough obstacles in life or adversity, if you will. But to stay alive this long, and God keep me alive this long, and all the different things, it's just like God is always listening. But a little discontentment can happen if you're praying for something and you feel unanswered, you feel unheard, and it just may take a minute for all to cook. But I was super happy with the word today. I just took it as a charge, took it as a warning. Stay humble, get your fundamentals together. I've been recently wanting to do stuff like the chapters was talking about in terms of just helping people in need. And it's I mean it's what God calls us to do. I don't really got nothing upset than that. It's what God calls us to do. But in this relationship, I don't even want to say ups and downs. It's just some things like we in understanding God, it's it may take a while. Or God's just doing a lot. I'm very pleased, happy with God and the way He do things and operate. I just pray to try to understand more, try to put myself in position to be most help for God and the community. But people gonna complain, like even when things are going well, things are going good. This was just a warning that like no, people can start to or begin to complain. Like people might start to look at a former life or a former bondage as being in a better off place just because it was more comfortable. That bondage might have been more comfortable. We had it as the same language when they had to divvy out the food to widows was the same language from like Exodus and Numbers. It's kind of like this ungrateful, and then there's people like actually requesting to go back to the old life just because it had certain baseline amenities and stuff like that. I thought that was interesting. I've seen that in real life, but I've been there. I've been there. Like, oh, I know you got me here, God, but I like that. Shout out to God. Shout out to God. I'll ramble enough. You got what you got, man.
Nothing you said at all. It was good.
Wife ain't helping out this week. Miles is still eating the apple. I'm gonna hit my boy Curtis. He asked if I was doing a recap. I think he want to talk about this a little bit. So hopefully, in the next couple days or maybe even tonight, I can get the segment off with my boy Curtis. Remember, y'all, I'm trying to get more men to talk about the word weekly. Hit me up, get in the inbox, hit my Instagram. It's Real McCoy TV on everything, on all the platforms. But I would love to get more men together throughout the week, empower our people, talk about God, bring that kingdom to earth. But yeah, great word. That's all I really got. Great word. I know I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm expecting to digest a little bit more. But I've always been in leadership, so it'd be tough when one thing I'm very really good at is delegate. I can get people to do some chores. I learned that from my mom. You know what I'm saying? I could divvy up the chores. We got a need, we got a problem, but it also encouraged me to get around or find 10 respected, strong, holy men, if you will, like people that can,
7.
huh? So
7.
how many else? I
10.
need 10. Yeah, the story talked about 7. I need with the things that's on my heart and on my mind and how I want to serve the people and please God and take care of my family. Like I'm gonna need at least a dozen. I need a dozen. I need the Jesus number now. I need a dozen respectable, God
Okay,
fearing.
I'll say what I liked. I liked the part like when you talked about complaining. Um, there's people who complain just to complain, so we're not talking about them. But like people who are really like passionate about where you are or whatever the topic is, who it seems like they're just complaining, but if you really listen to them, like they're trying to make the situation better. And I feel like that happens a lot, like at work. Like I'm kind of in a leadership role, I guess. I'm gonna get my gas. Um, so I feel like sometimes when our administration hears things, like, because I'm a teacher, so they hear things that teachers say, they're just like, oh, they're complaining, or oh, this or that. But like honestly, like some of it is, but some of it's like good ideas. And I feel like too, even if somebody's complaining, you have to listen to everything they're saying. Because even if it's somebody who just complains about everything, there might be like a morsel of truth in that you can take and improve on. So, I mean, I think that's just good um, advice for life. Is just be willing to listen without getting defensive and thinking about what people are saying. And if it is dumb, just like move on from it. Don't let it affect you. But if it's good, learn from it and move forward. Um, but then us as Christians, as believers, we should think about what we say and how we say things, if it is to further the kingdom or to help, somebody, or to do it in love. Like, what does it sound like to correct somebody in love versus just getting on them or just complaining about a situation. Like if you're at work and you have an idea and it could be better, how could you say it so it could be taken, the way you're intending it to take? And then just, that leading to loving and caring about others. And that I liked, well, the guy before church, they did a video about a guy who you know, he knows sign language. He grew up knowing sign language, so he just does that. And that's just part of his ministry at church. No one really asked him to. He's just like, I'm going to do this because why wouldn't I? And he talked about, like, he said that saying, right? Preach about Jesus, but use as few words as possible.
Yeah, that actually changed my life.
I really liked that, and I felt like that really spoke to me. But it also kind of connected to the Acts thing, right? Because the apostles were like, okay, well, they were the ones using the words. We need somebody out here doing these actions. The feeding of the widows, that was the action. So we say, love your neighbor. This is how you love your neighbor. And sometimes you need that help and you need that support. You need that community to show up. It can't just be that one person. Obviously, we should do it when possible, but when you can't, looking to others. And I think it also builds on what is the body of Christ. Like some people are really good at being the speakers, some people are really good at then being the ones who care, who you know are the ones who are the more giving of the group, or can just have the time or have the money to give. Like everybody is needed to make this happen. So understanding where your strength is and using it to help others is kind of what I got from for today. And then yeah, again, that thing is just like we don't have to, like, I feel like in this world, I mean, it's kind of cool right now, kind of, to be a Christian, I guess, depending on what type of Christian you are. But I think your actions always speak louder than your words. So, and I think that's what Jesus is always telling us, to show his love and not just talk a good talk, but to walk the walk. And I think that's what this message was about, and a good reminder for us to do so. Hopefully that made sense. I feel like I said a lot of random things.
Oh no, you cool, man. I want to, I've been working on my listening, so try not to cut the misses off. Let her get her ideas off. Um, I want to just thank God, quick testimony. Thank God for this woman because, like, she really makes me, like, I kind of study this whole concept of marriage and different things. Like, wifey is very opposite of me. We both love the Lord, that helps, but, like,
Sort of best.
this is my, like, I encourage y'all to dig into your relationships. Like, they're talking about the awe. There's been times that I'll be in moods and I've been not the happiest with the misses, but it is very important that you stay Um, you keep the main things the main things because the wife, the missus provides me with so much of a different. Like she has a heart for God, but different. Like I'm not listening to no complaining. You know, I said all that to just get to this part. Like I'm happy the Lord blessed me with somebody to deal with y'all complaining and whining because I'm not having it. You know, and I don't even think God is totally upset with me because He know how He made. You know, but it is a blessing to have a partner who can you can still endure in some of these benefits of solving the problems, right, and getting involved with problems because in our relationship there's always going to be instances where I can better execute as a man because my wife is executing as a wife, meaning she's my extra ears, all that stuff, because wifey gonna pick up on something that I'm not, because if like when I hear complaining and whining, I ain't gonna I shut down. I can't digest it. It just like I've trained myself to literally filter out. I don't know when I did it, but I've noticed this since I've been with this woman. She lets me, oh, you're rude. Oh, you're this. Oh, you ain't. And I'm just thinking, I'll be like, I don't remember that. And she'll be like, how you don't know? I'll be like, I just got to filter out. It just happens naturally, man. But yeah, I thank the Lord for the misses. I need her. I appreciate what she brings to my life, like so much balance, so much of a whole other aspect of observation, and my life is blessed for it, especially in the form of parenting. And I ain't even gonna get into detail. I ain't gonna self-incriminate or nothing. I'm gonna just say the boy is blessed to have a mom like this one. Telling you, 'cause- go ahead. You was already racing over there. Stop now. But the whole all, I think this is a big thing for us as Christians to observe, especially when bringing in new people. That was one of the things that I thought about a lot. I've been in this new quest, this new hunt of fellowship, friendship, not just relationship revolved around Christ with other people, you know. And it has been fun, it's been very fruitful. But I know some of these people are new Christians, man. They don't had a resolve. So like I'm gonna have to be an encourager. I'm gonna have to be any and everything I can to keep them in the midst. So it's fun. I appreciate where God got me in life. I just pray to execute will, actually help people. Don't just be talking about it. Don't just be talking about this word, but actually executing it out here in daily life. Um, and it's fun. Go check that word out. I'm gonna try to make sure the description, video description, and everything is in there. And, yeah, just pumping gas. I thought Wifey was gonna have more. Miles was eating his apple, so we just went to that orchard, Lynn Farms. We got our favorite apples from Luda Crisps, and they are good. They are good. They did not disappoint. Gotta fill the Mrs. Tank up. But no, it's a good day. You good, baby? Got anything else? You good, Miles? You got anything? You want to tell the people about church? What? Tell them about kids' church. One kids' church. Was it fun?
Yeah, we was talking about when cars parking sideways. If your car was parking sideways, if you moved into the grass, you will know that you have a flat tire. Like a flat.
That's not what y'all talked about. You hear this, guy? That's not what y'all talked about in church.
Yes, we did.
No, there's no way.
We know a lesson about the cars being parked side.
Yeah. I meant to say not that. I meant to say not that.
Okay. What was so fun about church? You didn't even want to leave.
This.
No, that's trash. Yeah, man, church was great. Go check it out. I'm gonna rewatch it again. I'm gonna try to get my guy in on it. Try to get another one of the homies in on it. I thought the word was great. Um, yeah, that's it. That's it, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this with somebody. Building a community. We building a group, y'all. So let's do it. Shalom, shalom, shalom.